I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and makes a 6-inch diameter exit wound in you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are mid-deep in my 13 spooky Halloween costume tutorials, and I decided to do Miss Harley Quinn herself. Don't mind the cheap $7 terrible wig. It is what it is. We may do, but I did a almost full-on body paint. So I hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it if you want to. You know that helps me out and I love it when you do. And if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications anytime I post new videos. Alright guys, like Harley would say, okay Mr. J, let's get right into this tutorial. Okay, to start for foundation, I'm going to use some of my regular foundation and some white face paint and just apply both of those to my face, and we'll probably do 1 to 2 coats. We just want to make sure that I have a nice base, but that I'm a little bit pale. For our red and blue, we're going to go into our Miron makeup palette. This is all water activated paints. I'm just going to use the red and blue from here. You can use any red and blue. You can even just use an eyeshadow if you want. So red's going to be on the right, and we're just going to kind of apply that. And it doesn't have to be like even or nice or blended properly. We just kind of want to make a messy, she just got out of war look. And if you are using paints, don't worry if it looks a little translucent. We are going to set that with a powder. Now I'm just taking a black liner. I'm just going to smudge that like a liner. Again, I'm not worried about being clean and neat. Just kind of getting it on there. And then just taking a brush and smudging it. And then using a Wet n Wild matte red lipstick, I'm just gonna like haphazardly put this on my lip and kind of mess that up and look nasty too. So now we want to add a little dirt. So you can take a black eyeshadow and use a brush or a paper towel. I'm gonna try this new Miron Ash that I received in the mystery box. I've never used it before, but it can be used for dirt. It's a little darker than I intended, so I'm just going to use my blender and just kind of bounce on top of it to just kind of help tone it down a little bit. We want to give Harley a little bit of a battle wound, so on a small detail brush, we're going to pick up some black paint and we're just going to lightly draw. And when I say lightly, I mean hold it at like the end, so you're not gripping it, so it's got some wiggle. I'm just going to draw a cut like that. I'm not worried about it too much in the hairline because we're going to throw on a wig. And then with that same brush, we're going to pick up a deep red and draw right next to it. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. concealer right under that. And with my LA Colors contour kit, I'm just going to take one of those medium or the deep brown. And then right above the cut, we're going to go right next to it with that. I'm adding the concealer and the contour color, just help it look a little more realistic. I think I'm just going to buff a little of the medium tone concealer color just around it. And from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, I think I'm going to take a little bit of Living My Best, just lightly dap the brush in it very, very lightly and just kind of buff that next to it. And add a little bit more of that medium tone color, just so I have like some skin irritation. Now that I'm sure my eyes are dry from the face paint, I'm gonna take a red and blue from different palettes I have and just kind of stamp that in to just kind of make sure those colors are set and they stay. And again, you don't have to be clean, just kind of messy, mess up the makeup you already have down, it's all good. So the lighting now is gonna probably be a little funny because the sun is, I guess, trying to set. It's very earlier than it normally does, so sorry about that. On the red side, we are gonna draw a small heart. That's gonna be our tattoo in black. And then if you are going out somewhere, I would definitely set that with a little bit of black powder as well. And then she does have a tattoo that says rotten that runs down the side of her jaw on the same side under the heart. So we made two thick black lines and we're gonna try to write the word puddin'. I have to remember which way it goes. We're just gonna add a wavy line around that. That's gonna be where our shirt collar is torn away. If you make a mistake with the letters, a little bit of concealer can help clean that up. On my end looks nice and even. Well, as even as it's gonna be. And then with some lavender, we're just gonna fill in all the open spots of the necklace, collar, whatever we're calling it. And don't worry about being perfect. We'll be going in with shading and everything as well soon. Letters of her necklace are gold, so we're gonna go in with yellow first and try to give them that bit of a tone, and then we'll go in for some of a darker yellow and a little bit of black just to kind of get that gold effect. On top of that purple, I'm just gonna add some of this red. Doesn't have to be clean, just kind of trying to get it in there and blend it a little bit. So with some more body paint, we're going to add the red shirt. We're just gonna bring it right up into that black line we made. And then we're just gonna do a stripe of white paint under that, and that's just gonna be the top half of her shirt. For the top shirt, we're gonna add a little dimension, so we're gonna go in with a deeper red and just kind of give it some darkness, and then we'll go in with some blacks and some shadows and just make it look a little bit realistic. We added all the shading. We want to add a little white so we get some highlights. Then we're going to get her straps for her weapons and just getting some black. Just draw two kind of straight, thick black lines down from your shoulders to your chest. You may have to go over those a couple times. And we're just gonna add some white. And the makeup part of this is all done, so let's grab a wig. I bought this cheap Harley Quinn wig for $7 at Walmart, and the color is terrible on it, so I'm just gonna use some of the body paint and just darken up the blue and the red part in the hair, and we'll be done. Alright guys, and that's the end of that. Stay tuned tomorrow for Mr. J himself, the Joker, where we will be doing the Suicide Squad Joker. Hopefully I can pull it off with all his crazy tattoos and make myself look a little skinnier on top of it. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would be doing something like this for Halloween or for your own Instagram photos. Alright guys, until tomorrow.